It's August and we're here at Universal Studios today because there's some new things to show you. We've got a new Passholder button, Epic Universe themed. The Toxic 20s Scare Zone has started to emerge and there's so much lore buried in there. Lots of updates, changes, and fun. So let's get started. It's a beautiful day today. Demolition and construction continues over by Ride Rockit. Look at that sky. All right, let's head in. I've always loved the movie music as you enter this park. They've changed the loop through the years, but it's always epic. And speaking of epic, wait, I was about to say speaking of epic, we're heading to get, well, I'll tell you in a minute, but look at this, wow. The archway at the front for Halloween Horror Nights has appeared. It's way taller. Whee! So this is the framework that would hold the neon sign that says Halloween Horror Nights for the entrance Scare Zone, the origins of horror this year. And there was an interview at some point, like about a month ago, where Laura Sauls said that it was going to be a different color. It's been red the past few years, that she said it was going to be more like an aqua color. So I'll be very excited to see that. And it does match with the theme of the conservatory for this year, Halloween Horror Nights 2025. But whatever it is, we love to see it. And the Scare Zone, oh my gosh, there's so much to show you. This isn't even like the big, exciting one I came to see, but this is very exciting. We're passing under them, woo! And look at this. These are pieces of the Origins of Horror entry Scare Zone. So we're gonna see all sorts of creatures and interesting things. It's all dark, gothic, conservatory, spooky themed, and I love it. Just remember, do not climb. Oh, what a way to enter the park today. Surprises. Here's another of these cool, creepy gate pieces. Whoa, oh my gosh, do you see all of this? Whoa, there's a lot new here. Oh my gosh, what? This is amazing. Look in here. All right, so the beautiful stained glass theme that we've seen already for this year in the Masquerade Vampire Scare Zone. And this looks like a pedestal. Oh, it looks so creepy. I love it with the tree, the roots. I love the way the sun is coming through these designs and how it looks like the gate's just been busted in. Like the gate is broken. There's even some broken glass tiles in here. Like this is an abandoned medieval sanctuary that has just been broken and overgrown with vines through the years and overtaken by monsters. The one across from me is so cool. Right across the way is another one of these with the broken gates and like a pedestal in the middle and like everything just overgrown by roots. I love how you can see people through the windows in there. That's so cool. And the broken and shattered stained glass. That's a beautiful effect. So there are a couple of more of these here. Each one like similar but slightly different. These beautiful designs here. And I love this sign. Pardon our dust. We're in the process of transferring the park for Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights, the world premiere Halloween event. So in this one, you see how you can, these like barred windows in the back that they all seem to have, but there's a sheet here so that looks like scare actors can pop in and out, which I love. This trio looks like it looks like a face, doesn't it? First it looks like a face this way, but then it also looks like a hooded figure and a big speaker. The Scare Zone goes all the way to the end of this minion area. It looks like with this kind of, looks like the other side of it, which is amazing. All right. By the way, I'm always giving you the heads up that Ride Rockit closes forever. So if you haven't gotten your last ride in yet, and you have time or you're able to be here before next week, I mean, you know, now's your chance. Also, if you haven't gotten your Ride Rockit closing shirt yet, there's not a ton left. They've actually lowered the price. Look at that. I paid full price for it, but that's what happens. But this is the closing tour shirt. This is the last ever shirt farewell tour. I love when theme parks do this. Right now it looks like there's only like XXL, 3XL left. I love the look of this ride. I love the soundscape and landscape that it creates in the park. I love hearing people scream. It just looks amazing. But I will say for me, I don't love riding it, and I haven't for some years. It hurts. So I think it is definitely time for something new. I love the theme of it. Like, I love so much about it except for riding it. So I'm excited to see what is new, what is coming next. We don't know yet. They haven't said. There's a lot of theories, a lot of hope out there. I've talked about my wish list and what I hope it will be. Not bloody likely probably, but there you go. That closing date is August 18th, by the way. So a couple of weeks now. Woo! All right, we're gonna head into the Tonight shop to pick up something. Follow up on that, speaking of epic, I said at the beginning before we walked through the Origins of Horror Scare Zone. We're gonna pop in here. I just picked up this month's Passholder button, and it is Burning Blade themed. Burning Blade is a dark universe, an epic universe. It is so incredibly cool. If you haven't seen it yet, let's see what it says on the back. Burning Blades in Darkmoor, the iconic windmill where the mob rescued Victoria Frankenstein's great-great-grandfather. Frankenstein is their name, not the monsters. Funny. Blades ablaze, it lures you, and inside, the monster hunters share heroic stories over hardy fare. I love it. I love how it has the Dark Universe logo on it. That is super cool. Yay, fun. All right, now we're gonna head out into New York. I am so excited to see this. I've been waiting for this. I see so much. Okay, let me tell you what we're gonna look at and then I'll show you everything. So in New York is a scare zone called Mutations, Toxic 20s. I love everything about this. And I've said before about how I love the whole like toxic sludge turning people into mutants theme. And it's a trope that goes back far in horror movies, comics, and books, because it taps into this primal fear of like the toxic stuff in our environment changing us. And then there's also the other side of it turning you into a superhuman, but that's a whole thing we can get into. Either way, it is a classic iconic theme in horror. So the story here is in a 1920s neighborhood, a BuzzCon truck with radioactive cargo crashes into a mobster getaway car, sending the city into toxic pandemonium. So what can we take from that? 1920s, mobsters, the suits, the outfits, the whole night, the flappers, all of that. New York City, this scare zone, and BuzzCon from the Bugs Eaten Alive house. So let's check all of this out. Ooh, a dance show is starting. There is so much here though. We've got the 1920s cars over here. Surely there's gonna be a lot more to add to this. They've got the city police department. Oh, it's crashed. All right, so we've got the crash going on here. I don't know if this is like the crash, but this is a crash. There is some crash where the toxic sludge gets spread around. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so hot. I am melting, but we're doing this because it has to be done. It doesn't have to be done, but I like doing it, so we're doing it. All right, this is something I'm very excited to see because I think there's some details in here, unless it's something different. But look at this florist shop, right, on the streets of New York, and you can see the results of the toxic sludge already. It's dripping down. How cool is this? I'm sure we're gonna see a toxic sludged florist in here. Maybe even toxic sludged flowers. I love it. Okay, I don't think this is the one I was thinking of, but this is super cool. This is a really, really awesome, beautiful set piece. Another 1920s mobster car. Got a Ford something here. Whoever knows the name of this car, let me know. Wow, that's really cool. This looks like a legit vintage car. CAC 69, Cal 29. It's like roped off by the police to investigate. So we saw recently that the arcade is closed here and they're doing something in there. They took the letters off here. That's right, dance. Cute. Here it is, this is what I've been looking for, the newsstand. This is gonna tell us the story of everything that's happened here. And as you can see, the toxic sludge has already already started to mess everything up. I love all of these 1920s looking. 1928, October 1928. All right, that's the setting here, at least for the newsstand. So here we have the story as reported by the local rags, Ye Old Herald. Gangster chase goes wrong. Police suspect Diamond Joe Malone and his gang. Public defender missing amidst chaos in city. Diamond Joe suspected. The Centennial Journal, evening edition. Rat poison causes mutations. Newest BuzzCon product has monstrous effects. Society woman returns from abroad. Oh, there's more. Toxic City. BuzzCon Industries responsible. Motor accident caused by bank heist has resulted in spilling of multiple gallons of chemicals. BuzzCon truck cargo supposed to be toxic. BuzzCon spill. Look at these chocolates here. I'll take one. Fine imported pastille. That's awesome. Oh boy, this is so cool. I love as immersive as they can get for the story here. We've got more papers here. This is super, super cool. And these journals too. Oh my gosh, I love these. Such a vibe. The cat's meow. Yes, yes, and more yes. Bank heist causes pandemonium. Wow, this is so cool. And everywhere you can see signs of the toxic sludge, these bits of storytelling. It's so cool. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you the super enthused weather report. It is once again heat advisory, surface of the sun, very, very, very hot. I've been keeping you abreast of the situation here. And I looked at the weather this morning and I thought maybe today will be a minuscule less hot than it's been. It's actually 10 minuscules higher. It's actually even hotter than it's been, if that is humanly possible. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. One of the coolest things about doing this, and I've been doing it for years, bringing you these scare zones as they're being built up and being brought to life, is how impressive it is that they do a lot of this overnight. So this was all not here yesterday. It was all done overnight. And there's still so much more to come, as we know. But it's just so cool to see them building stories and immersive worlds that you can walk through and be part of. And obviously once the event starts with the scare actors, you're interacting with them. They're talking out their characters and performing. And it's like being in live theater. It really is. Halloween Horror Nights, the sets, the props, the costumes, the stories, all of it is truly like being part of live theater, in my opinion, but spooky. Anyway, let's keep looking. Chewing gum, 15 cents. Saltwater taffy. And then all around it, sludge, toxic slime sludge. August 1928. These look like barrels of liquor, hooch, moonshine. Maybe there's a speakeasy around here we could go to. I like it. It also looks like a stage, super cool. In some of my recent videos where I've come out to show you the park being built up for Halloween Horror Nights this year, I've been doing a thing where I'm showing you different quick service dining options of the park, just to show you like what's new, what's out, what the food's like, what the atmosphere's like. So we did the new burger over at Richter Burger. We did Minion Cafe, I think maybe last video or the one before. I've done Mel's, but it's been a while, so I'll have to do that again soon. But today I think I want to have lunch at Louie's. It's one of my favorite theme park slices. I don't know, it is just cozy and comfy to me. I have so many fond memories there. I love the theming, and it's just a humongous slice. They have more than pizza too. And if you've seen my Universal videos over the years, you know of my love for Louie's, and you know it's one of our favorite places to go during Stay and Scream while we're waiting for Halloween Horror Nights. But anyway, let's go have a slice. Housing a Powerade. Honestly, Powerade, you should sponsor me. I've never accepted a sponsor before, but if Powerade came knocking, I'd answer. All right, I got my favorite thing to order here, which is a jumbo veggie slice. They have meat, they have cheese, they have pasta. During Halloween Horror Night season, they have pizza fries, but I don't know, it just hits the spot. This is a humongous slice, definitely shareable, big floppy type of slice, which is, I love personally. I love the dough here. I love it. I'm gonna fork and knife this baby because it's just a lot. It's just a lot to deal with. But you can easily like slice this in half, right? And it's 2 slices worth, but give me a break, I'm eating the whole thing. You can taste the Italian herb type of seasoning. The dough is really soft and tasty with like crispiness to it. The cheese is tangy, light on the sauce, but that's okay because it tastes good. Also, when you bite into the veggies, they're crisp. Yeah. A couple years ago, Louie's hosted Scare Actor Dining, which was So fun. It was even cooler when it was in Monsters Cafe, but the one year that it was in here that I remember with the mummy, and it was like the funnest year. It's always packed in here. There's kind of like something for everyone. There's a bunch of freestyle machines. You can't say no to Louie's. These past couple years, it's been our favorite spot during Stand Scream also. I don't know, it's just cozy. San Francisco this year is not gonna be a traditional scare zone. It's gonna be one of the street experiences. So you gotta start preparing your moves for Club Horror. I'm not gonna show you my moves yet. I'm saving them for Club Horror. We can see this DJ booth and all this cool setup. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. We have seen that there's a setup inside Diagon Alley for the Death Eaters. So by all indications, it looks like that's returning this year too. Let's see if they've added anything new in here. Okay, got it. Diagon Alley, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of looks like that was a launch, maybe I just missed one. I'm usually on top of them, but I see the trail there as if it just happened. Woo! I'm gonna head into Knockturn Alley. This is one of my favorite places to cool off, and there's so much great theming in here. When I do remember to bring my wand, there's all sorts of spells in here, but look at the sky, so cool. There's AC. It's so cool in here. And I love to pop into Borgin and Burke's because it's so cool in here. It's so spooky. You can find a lot of unique merch in here. It's so cool. The theming and lighting and music's all so cool in here. Who's in there? Do you know? Lots of great unique stuff in here. Spells, neat, fun. Being in here and it's so dark in here reminds me of a Halloween Horror Nights tip I share every year. If you start getting in line early, like during Stand Scream, or sometimes even the very beginning of the event, it's still light out. It takes a while for it to get dark. And when you go from super bright sun into a dark environment, right, it takes a while for your eyes to adjust, like you can't see, like it took a while to see in here. So I always say wear sunglasses even in line, like all the way up. So you're about to go in and then take them off. It helps a little bit. It helps your eyes adjust to the darkness faster. And you go back outside and blast your eyeballs out again. Looks like they've definitely built up this little area a little bit more for the Death Eaters. They do a whole thing on the stage and then they go all around, they roam. It's a really cool experience. Ooh. Oh, camera's getting wet. So we talked about the show announcement we got, Nightmare Fuel Circus of Decay. A lot more progress going on here on this bridge between London and Simpsons Land, Springfield. It's looking good, they're working on it. Now we're about to pass through the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane scare zone, which we've seen as it's been built up from the very first pieces to looking gorgeous. But there's even more. There's a huge, her house. The Cat Lady's house. I'm looking at it right now and it looks amazing. They've added even more. This scare zone for sure is going to be a fan favorite. It is traditional, classic Halloween, fairy tale, folklore vibes. Let's go look at how it's coming along. Ah, her house. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. I love when they build a house. Like a house, you know, all the houses are houses, but you get what I'm saying. Wow, so this was not here last time I was here. This is her house at the end of Crooked Lane. It looks amazing. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing too. And this has changed drastically. They have added so much to this, including balls of yarn. Do you see that? The balls of yarn up here, and these moons and cat, playing with your cat toy. You see that? How cool is this? Look at that giant ball of yarn. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is so cool. This is like a tight little mini scare zone within the scare zone, and it smells like wood, and look at all these vines they've added. It's so cool. Oh, and a scratch, like a cat scratch pad here. That's so cute. This is, oh, milk. A bottle of milk. All the cat accoutrements. Is this, what's that cat thing called? The stuff that they put catnip? Could this be catnip? Maybe. I know it's some kind of plant or herb. Anyway, this looks awesome, and people are very much enjoying checking it out. And look, a cat like scratch pad, cool. They've added these, I thought they were half moons, but maybe they're like round windows that are just broken. Oh, I think it's one window, one round stained glass window that's broken, and those are the 3 pieces. I think that's it. And then also these stained glass, that's a cat face. That is so beautiful. That is so cool. Meow. I love how many people I see stop and look at it and walk through and take pictures and just, what is this? Oh, it's for Halloween Horror Nights, you can hear them. All right, now we're gonna walk down Crooked Lane, where they have added so much. The pumpkins and the trees, like I said last time, I thought they'd come all the way back. They did, they're all the way back. There's balls of yarn in the trees. There's yarn everywhere. And there's the story of the cat lady of Crooked Lane. Look at this, this is crazy. So as we saw at first, there's pieces of discarded clothing and costumes of the trick-or-treaters. There's even more, they've added so much more. This looks so incredibly cool. And even more so, the fall leaves and the bikes and the ghosties. I love everything. And the milk. They've added quite a lot of milk for the cats, although it looks like it's been there a while. This makes my heart go pitter-patter. This is amazing. Deep in a forest on Halloween night, the trick-or-treaters follow moonlight, the naughty children that dare to explore the old crooked lane along the forest floor. Cat eyes and pumpkins line the dim trail to the cat lady's house, so withered and frail. I love this so much, and the story continues. The vintage Halloween decorations that they have added in here are just everything. All right, let's check out the next part of the story here. The cat lady of Crooked Lane stands on her stoop, stirring her cauldron of special soup. She's not a witch, the children all say, as she pets her cats of orange, black, and gray. She lifts her ladle and offers a taste. They drink it all down. Not a drop goes to waste. The other cats are all watching and waiting. They're like, drink up, dearie. You'll become like us. Meow. This is all so cool. The story's on both sides, going both ways. So whichever way you enter, you're getting the story as you go through. The pumpkin looks so cool. Look at this pumpkin basket on the bike. I need that for my bike, please. Thank you very much. Bouncy horsey. It literally looks like a hungry, hungry hippo, doesn't it? I know it's not. It's one of those chew-chews, but it's one of those like that you shoot out and it punches, like one of those punching things. Look at Gnome. What are you doing here, Gnome? All sorts of children's toys, costumes, decorations, everything. All right, let's get to the next part of the story. Love it. Like they've added a lot more to this section and they've blocked it off. Lou Wasserman can still see though. He can see. All right, here's the next piece of the story. And like I told you, fairy tales always have a moral or a lesson, right? So here it is. The potion sets and turning hands into claws and long feline teeth protrude from their jaws. The children all scream as they become beast and now hunt their friends to add to the feast. The moral of the story, and it should be plain, never trust the cat lady of old Crooked Lane. And I must say, if that's what the cat children are gonna look like, I am so hyped right now. Like there's like different formation, right? It's starting to become a cat. If we see all of the different stages, I'm gonna scream with happiness. Classic fairy tales always had a lesson. There was always something to learn. And the lesson here is do not trust that cat lady. But how can you help yourself? It looks awesome. Let's say hello to Enthused Lantern. Where is she? There she is. She's right here on this branch. Can you see her? She's very happy and dorky. I love her. She is me and I am she. So when you enter from the other side, you see that these story panels start here and go through. So both sides, you are learning the story. And these are illustrated so beautifully. The artwork on them is gorgeous. I would hang this as a poster in my house. This is beautiful. The whole thing's great. And then coming out the other side, if you were coming in through Hollywood, you would see this 9 Crooked Lane. And as I mentioned when I first saw this, cats have 9 lives. So that is a great reference, but they've added so much theming to these. They look amazing. The whole thing looks so good. And just in case you missed it in the last video, we know that we're getting a lagoon show, Hauntophonic, a ghoulish journey. So excited for that. Ah! Horse everywhere. And we know we've got the Mel's Dying zombie street experience, which is super, super excited for too. So incredibly hyped for a cool HHN 34 spooky lagoon show. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right, I'm melted, I'm cooked, we cooked through and through. We are toast, we are done. Anyway, a lot of exciting updates in the park today. The Toxic 20s Mutations Scare Zone is really coming along. Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, masterpiece, masterpiece. So BizCon we have seen in a Halloween Horror Nights house in Bugs Eaten Alive a couple years ago. It was such a fun house, and we did the daytime tour and got to see it, and I highly recommend the daytime tour. It's so cool. So we have a lot of information for this year already, the 34th year of Halloween Horror Nights here at Universal Orlando. We have 10 houses. We've got our 4 scare zones and then the all-new street experiences. So we've got all of that coming. We still don't know what the deets are for the tribute store, and we still don't have the food menus, and there's no food booths set up yet. I always show them to you when they start to set them up. I get really excited because Horror Nights food has come a long way from just like pizza fries and skulls. Like every year they ramp it up and do cooler themed food and all different things. So excited to see what the 2025 HHN menu will be. And as soon as we know, I'll be here. Anyway, that's it for today because I am toast. But thank you for hanging out with me. I look forward to hearing what you thought of everything we saw today. If you're psyched for the scare zones and the event and all of that, sending you a ton of love. I'll see you for the next video. And until then, as always, stay enthused. Bye.
Thank you.